welcome to the the Redux versus Are You Sure? Round 2 of RGL AM playoffs. This is actually going to be a significant rematch. These two teams fought in their round 8 qualifying season games. It was a close 1-2 on Sunshine. Now I forgot to open up the RGL page to see what maps are being played tonight, but I do know we are starting here on Gully Wash F9, the classic. Or I guess not the classic. The classic one is really obnoxious to do roll it on. They'll be starting here shortly. It's going to be a nail-biter of a game, I'm certain. Rohi has been doing thorough research, as well as Eco. We've been looking into doing the deep dives, doing the analysis. I asked ChatGPT to create game plans and where to sack, but it doesn't know what a gully wash was. So, that didn't help. But we're gonna see what happens this game. I think it's going to be a good one. Now they will be starting here somewhat soon, as Redux has now readied up, ready to game like they've never gamed before, or will ever game again, maybe. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully they continue to improve. But if this is their penultimate gameplay, then we'll be in for a treat of some sort. I just want to take a minute to ask chat. How's your day going? You having a good one? It's been a while. And welcome. Oh, I have my own stream unmuted. We're good. Crises averted. Okay. Now we've got ourselves a game. I suppose since we got some time, I'm going to see if I can pull up the match page real quick. Yeah. Just flip back and forth periodically. I just want to see what maps they're playing, you know? See what kind of stuff we got going on. Let's grab this. Bird in the chat. Looks like we're going Gully Wash Metal and potentially ending on Sunshine. Wow, that'd be one hell of a set finisher. To end on Sunshine, get the rematch. Have I already fucked? Ah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Oh, I still have the window capture up. Haha. Okay, let's minimize that. Just start the game, start casting, and I just have the the RGL page open in front of the gameplay. That'd be quite the hoot. And just as quick as it started, it's beginning. Now we'll have to see what are the rollouts going to be looking like. We've got a successful rollout on Redux Demo Man, and it looks like a full big door rotation rollout. For Are You Sure? This mid's going to be a confrontation on Redux's side, dropping to right away Pocket and both Pocket down. Flank goes down too, so Redux is going to have to completely forfeit this one here. They lose their demo man even, which means they're going to have to retreat with just their med. Great job surviving there. They're going to build with that soldier on last there, get their players back up. Luckily, since there's not a whole lot more speed they can push into this with. They are going to get spawners, maybe get a heavy up, maybe get a pyro up, or just play this evens. Yeah, they're building a sentry. They're not probably going to have time to get that too healthy, but soldiers in early. Medics playing in spawns, so there's no casualties. That's an ended sack. Here comes the second sack. That's both soldiers down for Are You Sure with absolutely no value to show for it, so they're going to have to play back a second here on height. Redux is going to try to break through Unfortunately, Eco was not able to make that progress, but it looks like they're going to take this into an exchange here. With their player advantage, they're going to come in with even Ubers. They are playing from low ground, except they got their flank coming in from heaven here. Their scouts are getting low. The soldiers are back now, so it's just a 6v6 altercation with a flanker on Redux coming behind, but the medic's not playing back. 2 are down for Redux, so there's only 3 defending. Are You Sure has... it's still even Ubers, but they have the momentum here going into last. It's just the Pocket and the Demo Man. They're coming in for an Uber charge exchange here on last. Redux has players, and they are backcapping, so if they can just successfully hold this off for long enough, they will take the point, but they are not able to successfully defend against the onslaught of damage. Gully Last is notoriously difficult to defend with its high capture rate, bordering only bad lands. We'll have to see how this mid goes. It looks like they like to do a very aggressive mid right through Baby. Although it looks like this is going to be a more traditional mid with Demo coming through Choke. So it looks like they can be meeting on their own sides this time. Giving the Seagulls some time to breathe as they roll out to mid here. Both scouts chunked. They're going to have to stay back and get healthy. That's going to be red charge down, and Rohi and Medic very lit. The whole of Redux is very, very damaged. They're going to have to completely forfeit the point here, despite having an even player distribution. But that health difference is massive. There's just so much spam connecting for the side of Are You Sure? Their soldiers are just pelting them. Gator fighting Big Door alone against the Scout. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this team is they run permanent conch on their roamer, apparently, allegedly. Says chat here. Demo Man's bombing in for the medic. Does not find the medic. Finds his way to hell instead. I mean heaven instead. He's done nothing wrong. They're going to be contesting second here through Baby and Choke. With this wraparound soldier play, going to be jumping away to preserve his life. Very smart. Going to get players on last. We are going to see some aggressive jumps in here from Eco here, trying to get some more pressure. And it looks like this is going to be a shutter. They have full Uberad, having gotten med at the mid. Uber's been stuffed, but they are getting some progress. That's the Pyro down. But they're not getting enough progress to warrant staying in here, so they're going to have to back up. You can see that as an exchange in the sack. They got 2 for 2, but it's not good. They almost got the medic. It's going to be actually not too much of an ad, only about 15% ad for Are You Sure? Redux is going to play and build back here. They're going to be up in heaven, getting their players together. They might go for another aggressive play, maybe through water, maybe through well, they've got a hider here. Red Charge looking to make something happen potentially, but I don't think Are You Sure is going to be pushing out too much, if at all, as I don't think they're too confident about their Uber diff, which they shouldn't be. They're playing evens now with a 11-second advantage being lost, which isn't very much, of course. They've got a sniper. All right, that's another reason they're not pushing out. Serious Burb here trying to get some sneaky picks. Not feet picks, but sneaky picks, indeed. We're going to have some maybe pressure cooker scenario action going on over here. They are not going to be able to get the sentry gun, which is placed by Shutter. Redux is really just trying to find any amount of opening here. They get a bit of damage on... Whoa, they drop the medic! Eco jumps in and drops the medic. I missed it because I suck at this. But that's going to be no medic down. Rohi jumping in. He rocket jumped on Scout. Got into the point. They're dropping the soldiers. They're dropping the heavy. They're dropping the other soldiers on here. It's chaos and they take the point. It's going to be 1-1 for Redux. What a beautiful last push. I completely missed the bomb. I don't know where he came from, but he came in there like no one else. You make my Warestone hard. Comes in and he gets in there. He pops. He bursts. That medic is dropped. And, man, that opened up the door for Redux to really make last point their own. Alright. It's looking like they're going to do a confrontational mid on Redux's side here again. Scout doing a wraparound. Demo Man getting some spam. Will it connect? It looks like a little bit. Eco fighting on the low ground here. Red Charge does not see the other Scout. He's oblivious. They're taking spam. They're backing out. Both soldiers down. And, yeah, they're going to be leaving the point again. Some really great aggressive mid-fights from Are You Sure here. They're really just coming in, sticking their cock out and saying, hey, you can't fight us. And they're right. They're really taking space and getting damaged. So who's going to fault them there? It looks like they got a Scout in lobby getting picked off by the dual soldiers. The rest of the team going to have to retreat through Baby. They've lost a Scout here. Red Charge looking to get some damage here. Might have made the demo piss his pants, but he might have pissed his instead, running away with only about 10 HP. We're going to see maybe a confrontation here in Choke, as they've got Medic and both soldiers playing by Choke. Demo playing a little bit further back, watching a trap perhaps. Intel says he likes trapping off this area, but it looks like he wasn't able to establish such a thing. There goes the sack by Flame. Unfortunately, does not seem to have gotten much. Maybe a bit of damage on the scope, but not much more. Now this leaves... Okay, Demo's popping in here. Took a lot of damage from that trap. He's going to have to get an arrow. So whatever offense they wanted to do through Choke, they're going to have to back up to get that Demo healthy again. And they lost their soldier in the midst of that. So great timing, great damage from Gator. Stopping that Demo's progress, causing that soldier to die, or maybe he just overextended and I'm talking out of my ass. We'll have to see. So now we're going to have to see what happens here. It looks like they're kind of going to exchange through Baby. And Rohit and Gator trying to get some space, but that Demo's completely blocking them off. Choke, in the meantime, is kind of getting chunked here, so it looks like there's going to be a bit of a rotation. It is evens. We're just waiting for something to happen. They're doing a great job defending here. Their soldiers absolutely locking out Choke, while the Demo and Scouts are doing a great job keeping Baby at bay. The Demo's bleeding. He's going to need to get cauterized here, or else it's going to be really bad here. And, yeah, do something. Oh, they dropped his soldier. They are down one, and it looks like we got a drop-down play coming here from Eco. Never mind, he regrets this decision. Rohi getting damaged. No, Eco doubling down on his double down. He's going to jump in. Does he see the medic? The medic's in Cubby. He does not find the medic in time. He's trying to just get some progress. He gets a bit of damage on the medic, maybe it's called, but Flame can't get in there. So that's going to be the counter sack. They're going to be down one here for the next onslaught of damage from Are You Sure? They're going to run through Choke right away, actually. They're sick and tired of waiting. The soldier's in. He's stuffed a little bit by the penis rock. Chode rock, my apologies. And their progress is stunted, actually. The soldier's actually still in, goes down. So that's all explosives. Oh, sorry. That's supposed, yeah, 2 soldiers and a scout down. I don't know why Redux popped there. Must have been forced. But it looks like even though they've lost their uber advantage, they are going to take mid here. If they can get players through, they can also get some player and positioning advantage. But it looks like with the spawners coming in right away, they are going to have to play this really defensively on mid. They might have to give up the point here. They got a scout wrapping around. They're going to be able to just walk through Choke here with some damage, mind you, but they're probably going to use for an exchange here. Yep, and Redux will have to back away as they cannot fight that. Red Charge dying, I think, somewhere in the back line, trying to do some cheeky wraparound plays. Gets caught off by Mung. Alright, we're gonna see some baby door action from the whole team walking in. They're not scared. And they shouldn't be. They still have the uber advantage. They're going to get some bombs up here into heaven, but Redux is playing this really defensively. They sent in the sack, the scout, and the scout was not able to accomplish anything in this small, easily spammable, explosive hallway, but a valiant effort nonetheless. Soldiers are now walking in. Redux holding last. They don't really want to concede any more space here. They really can't, or they're going to lose this round. But with even Ubers, it's not going to be too bad. I don't know what happened there, but Gator went flying. We got a level 2 being built. We've got otherwise a standard additional 2 soldiers. They just got the flank on NG, and we'll have to see what happens here. Oh, it's a last hold scenario. I repeat, we have a last fucking hold scenario. Maybe we'll see a bomb coming in here from River, or just some more spam. That dispenser's going down. That's a pick. That's value. Value like you've never seen before. We have a sniper and a spy right now. Sniper scouting out who's who. Rohi trying to get some picks here on that soldier. Gets what either was a head, yeah, gets a headshot on Bronzy. He's gonna have to back out. And great timing too, because it looks like Are You Sure really wanted to engage around that time, but them taking that damage meant they really couldn't do too much. But Rohi, getting awfully close to death's doorstep, is going to have to back up. He sticks around, tries to get some more picks here. They're going to be rethinking their team comp here. They're going to be running, yeah, no more spy. That was just to check for off classes. There's no off classes on Are You Sure? They've just got themselves a conch soldier, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's gunboats. Is this the one that runs conch? Yeah, he runs conch. He's probably got that charged and ready to go too for a post-Uber operation. They dropped the demo. There's no demo. I didn't see this, but there's no demo. They could be pushing in right now. No one to hold these doors. They've seriously backed up here. Soldier goes down too. So they've got no demo, no soldier watching in heaven. And it looks like that will be the call for them to start taking space. They're a bit slow with it, but it looks like they're going to be pushing in through either... Yeah, you don't have to fear Shutter as much. There's no demo. The soldier's backing away. The whole team is backing up. Demo's back now, but you've got the space to push this in. There's a bomb on the medic, and they get them to force. There's the conch coming out too. It's the conch and Uber at the same time. Terrible value. Flame goes down to the back line, but that's separating the soldiers. They're going to milk out the Ubers, so they have advantage. They did lose both their soldiers in that exchange. Oh, there's a push into last happening right now. Red charge. There's a spy waiting in secret. Shirley with the cloak and dagger waiting for his time to strike, and the soldier's on the point. Rohy's going to have to stop that. No shenanigans on their watch. Demo Man getting some value in from Launchpad there. Spy's still sitting here like a little point cuck, waiting to get in there, waiting to steal the point, the glory, the everything, and it might even work. Redux is left. They're none the wiser. The stickies are gone. Oh, what a way to lose the round. It's a tragedy. And that's going to be round 2 to Are You Sure? All right. With a reset here, we're going to see, will they take a confrontational mid on Redux's height, or is this going to be it looks like it's going to be more of a standard mid. Take height with demo and meet the combo on blue side. About even for the rollout. Red early on the height there is going to have to back up as soldiers get height. There's a bomb in from Eco. He misses the rocket, doesn't get as much done as he wants. The scout's going to be a bit chunked here. There's no scout for a while, so essentially an even trade. But they're going to have to get out. Too much soldier spam coming into the choke. Uncontestable, really. That's just a lot of damage. Everyone's sort of crowding up right around here, just taking soldier spam and hellfire from above, and this is where Jorb likes to come in with his pyro and just not get as much value as he thinks he would, but it'd be funny. Eco 1v2ing both soldiers here. It's going to be a bit of a crush. Now we see, we just have a lot of picks coming down on the side of Are You Sure? So Redux is able to take mid here. It's going to be even Ubers. They weren't able to get the medic in the pocket. So Demo's going to come in here. Is he going to jump on in? He's going to take height. He's not going to get too rowdy with it. Looks like Combo can't come in, so now Gator's completely caught out. He's dead. Looks like the team split up. Eco is fighting, or Flame is fighting in the back line. Or no, it's Eco. He's fighting the back line. Wasn't able to make anything happen. Redux is getting forced here on the mid by, it looks like, the soldier. They kill the soldier in return, but soldier for the Uber charge, that's a pretty beneficial trade for Are You Sure? They do take out both soldiers, and they have no demo man, so despite not having Uber, they do have a huge player advantage, so they do want to take this in here. I'd take up as much space as you can possibly manage in this situation. But it's not looking like they're going to be able to take it too much further than that. I would like to see them be able to coordinate just a lot of bodies in the same spot when you've got all those explosive classes gone. That kind of presence can go a long way, I'd presume. That's going to be a dead scout. They're going to be down a scout. Looks like Eco's popping up for a sneaky spooky haha. He gets a bit of damage, maybe a bit of kicks and giggles, but unfortunately has to back up. Both soldiers kind of chunked here. Playing the spam war. The soldiers really coordinating their damage and timing quite well. Demo solo holding big door. He doesn't even have a scout with him. I don't think they know that though. That Demo might be pushable, but everyone's fighting here. Choke. They're gonna see what they can get. They've got evens. It's an even situation. Waiting to see if anybody sacks, I suppose. It's not a whole lot of progress. Looks like they're gonna be pushing through Baby here with Scout and Medic. Scout's caught out though. Scout's fighting this. He's in a bit of a minefield. He gets out mostly unscathed. There's a sticky right there though that Jeff does not want to get close to. It's now destroyed. But they're just not feeling it. They brought too many eyes on. Choke's getting a bit of pressure here. And looks like they're playing pretty far back. They did lose their soldier, but I do think they can hold this a bit more aggressively. And it looks like they want to, but Rohy is a bit alone here. Both teams are quite scared. This is the conch being popped here. They are still down a player, so they're not going to really want to fight this. So with that, Redux has to pop. It's going to be an exchange here, one-on-one exchange. About even Uber. Rohy's going to want to have to get out here now, though. Follow up by the soldiers. We do have a wraparound play on the medic. Does he get it? Eco with some big damage. The medic surfs away, though, and is caught. Eco with the medic drop, and the rest of the team, while I was watching that, collapsed in and took rest the players down. REDUX gets a wipe, leaving Red Charge to cap, but buddy, it's already capped. They're moving on to second. I think you move into last. They're down so many, yeah, and as they do, they walk into last. Huge player advantage. Red Charge to cap. It's all spawners now, though, and they decide, and they're backing up back to lobby. They're probably going to play this into heaven, build up for, they have full advantage, so it's a good call on them not to push in there. Full Uber ad, they're going to be trying to push in here. There's going to be a Pyro watching River and a Heavy. A very defensive play. I do personally love to see a Pyro here to stuff Ubers. I think it'll be quite effective. Pyro is running the... Yeah, he gets in there, but he's too late. The medic's in. They kill the Pyro. They kill the medic. The Heavy's there. Heavy's going to start taking damage from Red Charge here. He's getting some spam. Red Charge's getting cap presence. He's going to die to the soldiers, but they still have players alive. They're coming in. They're one by one. They're just getting damage, and the Heavy rocket jumps, but he's dead. Evening it up 2-2. REDUX, and Are You Sure? Yeah, that Pyro, I don't think he was quite ready for the pace that REDUX was taking in that exchange. They just walked in there, and the Pyro was like, oh, shit! And they shredded him with the double scout. I think that is the best way to take that in, is get both scouts and just run to the Pyro, which is exactly what they did. That is a very unhealthy demo man for this mid. And it looks like they're doing a full confrontational mid on blue height. Eco goes down to the back line, but gets some value. It's a 2-on-2. In the most even of senses, their demo man on Are You Sure is quite damaged, and the scout goes down too, and that's going to be a full mid taken. The first mid won by REDUX, as far as I can remember. Now they're going to be playing with only one soldier, so they can't really hold this too well. They're playing on height with demo man, but they're so catchable. You send in your soldiers, and yeah, demo's dead. Demo's being dead here is kind of like really bad for Are You Sure? You know, they don't really have a demo man to watch doors for last here. They're down the demo. Yeah, REDUX is taking the opportunity to just run in now. They find the scout lower, kill him. They run in with Uber. It's going to be an even exchange here, I believe. But they don't have the demo yet. They just got the spawner for the demo now. The demo's going to come in and make a difference, but if they can pick him off on the high ground, which they do right away, they just don't have the damage, the sustained damage and presence to take care of this. And REDUX swiftly take the 5th round, making it 3-2 for REDUX. Some great aggression there. Now we'll have to see. How does this mid fare? And let's watch it from the top down like it's like it's a... We're going to watch this like a demos.tf replay here. We see Gator. It's a confrontation mid for Are You Sure here. REDUX is popping in onto their own height, trying to take it back, reclaim what was once likely theirs. What an arrow from Jeff, absolutely filling up Flame's health bar. But in the background, Eco's fighting the good fight against a soldier or demo man. I can't tell from this angle. Scout walks in, he dies. Soldier dies. It's going to be the med and demo. At least they have the demo. Demo can hold last, so REDUX can't get too excited here. They're definitely going to take second. Second is theirs to take. But they can't take too much space onto second. It looks like Flame is going to see what he can get. Or maybe just defensively hold heaven. Now, what? Looks like they're just going to be holding last. They are evens. Looks like they're going to be trying to get a sniper pick through River here. We'll have to see if anything comes of that. Rohi scouts it out, takes a body shot, but otherwise completely fine. They now know the sniper's there. Sniper is going to be swapping off to scout. Alright, what do they think? They're looking like they want to take the shutter. Yep. Looks like they're taking this shutter, going to get some spam on the gun, and then run in through launch pad or shutter, maybe? I guess they want to sack here first. They get players into water. Eco's in the back. I don't know if they even saw that. They do. Scout's in there. They're fighting lower. Eco goes down. That's their sack. REDUX is going to have to back up now, having lost a soldier. Are You Sure, you know, has the opportunity to send in a sack of their own if they want. It looks like they're going to opt to play this pretty defensively, or maybe send in somebody from lower. Nope. Looks like they just want to play it defensively. They got a Pyro. They're just looking to meet whatever REDUX has and stuff it. They got the NG Pyro, a classic defensive hold. Quite difficult to break. But if you got your scouts running in there, it should be pretty good. Red charge getting trying to get some bleed going. Misses it. We're gonna see Fisherman Phil watching here in the lobby. Let's see. It looks like we're about to get some players into water here. Get some spam on the gun. Getting approached by the other soldier. Eco is not found right away and gets some damage on the opposing soldier, but it's not enough to truly make the difference he needs. He bombs in on the medic, and he goes down. Medic is very, very damaged now, though. He's going to have to resup. It was a very good bomb attempt. I assume very similar to what happened in the previous round, where Eco did a hero bomb, but yeah. We're back to a similar state. Looks like we're probably going to get one more bomb in play from Redux before we're looking at maybe a stalemate situation. I don't really think that Are You Sure wants to push out of this. I think they're fully content with just holding for a stalemate, because their mid fights, you know, while the last two haven't gone their way, they have been really dominant, at least at the start. They look like they really like that aggression. So I'm sure they're perfectly content with taking this to a stalemate, pushing the timer, and going for another mid fight. We'll have to see. What does Redux want to do? Looks like they got themselves a sniper. Eco up on sniper, trying to get a pick. He looks like he got absolutely destroyed by a rocket or a pipe of some sort. Maybe going for a pick lower. No one playing on that height. We wish you luck, Eco. He's finding an angle. Takes a shot at the demo. The demo saw that, so the demo does not want to peek that no more. And I think that's going to be a complete loss of momentum. I don't know how Redux gets that kind of progress. They get the sniper right onto launchpad. I suppose that's their last ditch. Rohi going down to a pipe as well. It's a bit too much damage, and with that, Redux is going to play back onto second, accepting the stalemate that's before them, not wanting to play anything too aggressive. You know, there's something to be said about potentially running in at the last second, but it's such a risky, low-reward play that I don't think we'll see that occurring today, actually. Maybe another round. Maybe get a couple of sacks here. Might be kind of fun and goofy. Oh, we see an Uber in. We got the scout and the medic on last here, but they aren't able to really get all that much there, so yeah, to a stalemate. My prediction was incorrect. Let's watch another eco. We're really into eco this game. Let's see what kind of a mid eco finds himself in. Sort of situations the roamer soldier finds himself in on this particular game of Gully Wash. It looks like the soldier coming through, drop down. He's fighting the scout and the soldier. That's just, it's not looking like it's going to go too well for eco. They get an even trade on the other soldiers. Soldiers bombing in on the other. Soldiers are everywhere. The scout goes down. That's a player ad for Redux, and Are You Sure had to back out a bit early since their demo man got absolutely damaged on that mid fight. The Hydra scout gets caught, and Redux gets to take all the positioning they want on second. They probably won't push too far into last, as they are on a very small ad. I mean, I say that, but they really want this right now. 5 minutes till banny time. They've just capped second. They sent a sack. It didn't work out, so they're back in heaven now. They got a sniper watching. I'm not sure if Red could see it. I think he heard it, and I think the sniper's been called. So what will we see? Will we see a bit of... We see a trap behind Eco. He does not know, and he does not care, and he is not hit, and he is just fine. Eco is taking a lot of damage from this interaction, though, so... We see some spam coming in from lobby. And, yeah. Watch this from, see what Rohi's up to here. Looks like they want to take an exchange here, maybe. Certainly looking for traps as if they want to. Dispenser down, that's a pick. The demo man and the soldier fucked. I guess that's the eco bomb. Eco bomb did not get the kill, but it did get the damage. It's even. They got him with the trap. Gator absolutely obliterating their soldier. So with it, I guess they want to get a bit more aggression in here. But they're going to be backing up. Well, we were here just a few minutes ago, and hopefully we're not here for another 2.5 minutes. We'll see what happens. Some damage in the flank. Red Charge taking a huge amount of damage from Bronze. Good damage. The soldier's just holding down the flank. Eco looks like he could get into water, but he looks like he's prioritizing the gun. He's into water now. I don't know if they recognize that, so he probably could have held on to that positioning. We are not seeing a lot of water plays from Redux this time around. I know they do generally tend to enjoy running up here from water. Yeah, we got a red charge in water here. Trying to get an arrow, but it's unfortunately futile. I can hear red in the VC going, "What?" as he crumples to the floor after taking a rocket. Splash rock, I think it would have hit like right here, and it's a lot of splash radius. Or I guess it could have been this soldier shooting over here. Either way, Redux is back to pulling a sniper through lower here. Red Charge trying to get a bit of a sniper pick. Can he find anything looking through that lower hallway? Looks like not right away, so he's backing up. Maybe looking to do a launch pad peek. Looks like he's going to be going through a river. Gator gets the sentry gun. There's no gun now. They might use this. This is a sack opportunity. Some damage onto the medic drops! Red Charge! A huge bomb in from Eco drew all the eyes, and Red Charge with the boo! Alright, so they might be down a player, but they got a sniper instead of somebody who makes a bit more progress, and Red Charge going up for the hero play. They decided they didn't want to go in, which is good. Red Charge going in just to get sacked off so he can come back on a more combat-oriented, in the fray kind of a class with their newly found full Uber advantage, which Are You Sure does not want them to have. There's a soldier trade on Eco. So they're going to be fighting this a 5v5 if they choose to take it. They got 20 seconds. I think they're going to take it down a player. They go in. Red Charge going to come back in the post. Yep, Pyro goes down. Some damage on the Heavy. Heavy goes down. They got explosives up. The explosives are doing big damage. They're down to scouts, but here comes the post. Post goes down. And it's looking like they weren't able to really make enough progress to take that themselves. Unless Eco... Well, I don't think he even touched the ground. That's the second stalemate we've seen here on Gully Last. Pushing into this team. Are You Sure holding a commendable defense here. And if they can win the mid-fight here, Are You Sure might be able to just run it to last. But we're going to have to see Redux, if they can get just a bit more snowball rolling for them on these mids, get the medic drop, then I think they can run it right to last. They've got that hyper aggression. It looks like they're focusing on to meeting them on their side. Medic's caught out an elbow. He's maybe going down here. Yeah, Medic's down right away. But Redux doesn't have the players right now. They aren't getting damaged, though. The players on the blue team are not healthy. But Medic's caught out. Jeff goes down. It's a 3v1. It's a 2v1, but this is going to be like a 10-second disad for Fisherman Phil here. Actually... Not as bad, only about 6-second disad. Oh shit! It's the low health soldier in 1v1, won by Flame at the last moment. So this will be the mid-fight 1 for Redux. Are You Sure cannot recontest this. But it's going to be disad for the Redux. They're not going to be able to hold this too aggressive. But a 30% disad. Whew. So it looks like they're going to build... Play a bit defensive, and then take an exchange maybe on the mid if they can. If Are You Sure doesn't push in fast enough or doesn't believe they've got as much of a lead as they think they do. But it looks like they're getting ready to push in through big door. Yep, it's an exchange here. Demo's in. Demo's outside of Uber range now. They can pick him off. They're going in for the medic. The medic is all they care about, and they do get the medic. That is catastrophe. However, It was a fucking bait! The whole of the flank of Redux is on second. Backcapping. Now if Red Charge can get to last fast enough, what is this? No! He goes down. Oh my god, that was the most aggressive backcapping sequence I've ever seen. They've got space still too. They can still hold second here. There's no one there right now, but oh, they're bringing out the spy. I don't think it's gonna work here. They've got too much. They're on high alert. It's like Persona. You know, everyone's on fucking really high alert. You just touch the treasure, you know. But we're gonna have Eco. He's sitting here. He's biding his time. Should really get some spam in here. Just check secret. So I feel like there's going to be an Uber exchange, and then Eco comes out to cap. But they're gonna know that there's one missing. It's a balls in play, which is pretty scary to make when you're on bandy time like this. It's an Uber in. Uber is mostly stuff. The demo goes down right away though. They find the soldier lower. Eco died. I didn't see what happened. Maybe he sapped the gun. Fuck! I wish I saw that. That's gonna be a win for Redux on map 1 of round 2 of AM RGL playoffs. And we're going into the next map, which, according to my notes, it's Metalworks! Don't look at my stats. Coming into Metalworks, we're going to have to see what kind of mids we'll be looking at, because one thing Are You Sure had a lot of is powerful, aggressive bombs. Their soldiers are ripping and shredding all over the place. I can imagine a scenario where Redux gets stuck here in elbow and are obliterated by the soldiers. So they're probably going to instead be focusing on coming out of house here. Get, you know, like maybe the demo or a soldier, and then potentially even have people coming through valley. You know, a lot more space. If a soldier bomb comes in, medic has a bit more you can work with. But that's up to speculation. We'll have to see what we're looking at once the games begin. In the meantime, allow me to go find the logs, if logs.tf is functional today. Oh, it's very cooperative. Okay. Now we look as if we have... I'm just going to do this. Oh my goodness, this was a soldier's paradise with bronze. Oh, that's some bronze and Bonesy. Bonesy and overpaid rice farmer getting the top damage a minute, and Gator with a beautiful 2.9 KD, and Rohi with an unbeatable 5.6 KAD. You see the damage is more or less on the soldier side. The soldier's just obliterating for damage, but in terms of kills, we're looking at like. We're looking at some, like kills to like if you sort by deaths. Other than Eco, they're getting a lot of kills, but they're going for a lot of trades. There's a lot of huge sacks that seems to be coming from Are You Sure? And Redux is playing a lot more conservatively. That being said, you can see the pattern of mid fights went really started heavy on Are You Sure's side. Looks like we'll be readying up soon. How's medic difference? Medics are rather similar in healing, almost identical even. Just a whole lot more Ubers from Phil coming out, and more drops. Those bombs from Eco and Red were just devastating. devastating, really. Okay. Let us get back. They got a P-Break Gamer. It should be a fascinating one. Both of these teams are, you know, in playoffs for a reason. We'll see. Or this is Are You Sure? Are You Sure has absolutely overcome their seed. First thing in the bracket here. If we take a look at the bleh. In league standings, they overcame their seed. I don't remember who they were fighting. They were up against 42 Degrees Esports. So 6th seed versus 11th. You know, not the biggest upset, but certainly still an upset of some form. As well as Mouse Tua being overturned. A terrible, terrible upset. So we'll have to see. We've got a lot of fascinating matches happening. Cast your votes in the comments section down below on who's going to win against Happy Sixes and BWCJ, the closest seed game of the playoffs. I did want to check. If we go to more.tf, I wanted to see how these teams have been faring in their respective classes. When I'm looking about kills a minute, let's go like damage. Kills, sure. Mung somewhere around the middle of the pack. I mean, again, it's just kills. We got like damage. It looks like neither team is heavy on the scout damage. Soldiers, however. Are You Sure? Bone Z right up there for his damage a minute, just getting some huge damage. Followed by Eco. Eco getting some crazy drops. Woo, Shuggy! Oh, let's go! Oh, the best medic in AM! He did it! That's my man right there. That's my man. My man Shuggy. Oh, showing up. I have to send that to him. He'd be pleased. This will please the Shuggy. Okay. Demo man, damage a minute. We're looking at. Mostly seeing who's above the other. Pizza Hat. Where's Gator? Oh, he's right there. Okay, well, I might even get some water here. Don't start without me. Just gonna grab my water. Fucking right, we're still waiting. Let's get some fit checks going. Among with the team captain here. As well as the Asia Fortress 2, I think. What is Red Charge wearing? It's got the hat from the Winter Crate and the bonk glasses. Then a sick ass jacket. Jeff is the Witch Pope. Very trendy. We got an unusual beanie. Beanie cap? Is that a beanie and a cap? Dual function. Got the headphones. Got the what the fuck is that? Oh, he's got a fucking unusual. That's the one I want an unusual whirly warrior. Just expensive though. I don't want that bad. I like fish. I don't think that's fish actually. It's definitely not fish. I don't know why I said that. It's a pretty sick hat though. Oh, he's got a spaceman. It's tragic. Oh, Gator's got a pretty sick looking hat. Alright, I'm pretty bored. When's this fucking game starting, dude? I'm just gonna sip my water and fucking browse Instagram. Sometime in the next 15 minutes. I'm just gonna see if I can join their chat real quick.
You can set up a controller to be like
Have you
a tube
started
that
yet?
you blow into.
No.
Cool. What do you guys just thought? How'd the first game go?
That went fine.
Fine.
I got 20
I
assists.
kind of wish we didn't get so stuck on last, but like it happens.
You got the sickest med drop, you and Eco Red.
Okay, they're about to start. It looks
I
like
don't remember it.
Oh shit.
their player just got back here.
Sounds good. Good luck, fellas.
Thank you, Jorb.
Okay. Looks like the game was starting in about a minute. In the meantime, I can find joy in deep frying everything. This is what I want. This is the way God intended you to play Team Fortress 2. Okay, I actually don't want anyone to have to sit through this. Let me turn that back off. Alright, it looks like our game's about to begin. Flame MVP. So much stream delay I have on, by the way. Oh, we have a game. Will this be game 2? Or will this be, well, I mean, this is game 2. Will this be the last game or just the second game? We'll have to see. Mid rollouts as it goes. Gator is in the building. It looks like pretty similar rollout speeds. Redux just a bit faster. Not by a ton. So damage on the med. Med's half. They get a bomb in now, that medic can go down right away. I think they're a bit scared to jump in like that. They want the presence for when they get bombed. Rohi taking some damage. Their soldiers fighting on blue crates. Going back for some HP. They did drop a scout on the side of We'll See. So with that, they're going to back out. A bit too scared to take too much damage as both soldiers jump into here. Killing Bonesy. They're going to be down. Their highest damage minute soldier here. Their flank soldier, I do believe. As they just walk into second, Rohi passing through. Not worried, noticing there's no sticky traps, forcing them into their own lobby. Eco going down in lobby there. Scouts trying to take space here and cap what they can, but it's going to be it's going to be evens actually. Red Charge patiently waiting for an arrow as Rohi just taps the side of the point. And that's going to be Redux holding on second here. It's an even Uber situation. They are up a player, but that's not going to be for very long. But it does mean that they haven't really had time to build a sentry gun. So instead, we see the heavy weapons guy destroying Flame. And it's going to be a bit of a sad day. Sad day for Flame on last. Yeah, even situation. We have seen that We'll See is a very adept team. Very adept team at holding last. I have a truly famous stream I did last year of an older iteration of the Screaming Seagulls going on last. It was an hour and 10 minute long Metalworks game where the opposing team was just holding back here and they didn't know. Will that change? Will Metalworks last prove to be even more difficult to overcome than Gully last game? We'll have to find out. Wait and see. 2 minutes 57 on the clock. What will Redux do? They get a drop! They drop the sniper! The sniper's down. It's gonna be a player advantage for Redux as they walk in there. Almost losing their Eco 2, but not quite. He's back in for an Eco 3, jumping into Closet, getting some damage. He's backing out for Eco 4. Rohi finishing the job. There's going to be another one down. That's going to be 2 down for We'll See. Or are you sure? I can't remember which team this is. They're the same one to me. That's the sentry going down. But the teleporter's still up. What are they going to do? And it looks like they weren't able to take enough space with the time they had. Dropping Flame on the way out. They're going to be down a player, actually. They're going to have to leave, and they might even have to hold second a bit more defensively than they would like to. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch somebody who's got a little bit less impact. I'm on the demo right now. I can't see his HP. We have a spy. Where? Oh, he's just class checking. It's back up on scout. They got the sentry. They're not pushing out a last. They're gonna be holding this for another minute 30. Again, this team is quite happy to just take a stalemate when it appears. Redux is getting some space here. It's still even Ubers. Trying to get a bomb in on the medic. They get a bit of damage, but Eco unfortunately not able to finish the job. And that means Redux is going to have to play this defensive again and wait another, 25 odd seconds till Eco's back and then decide what they want to do again. The problem they ran into earlier, oh, we're coming up on heavy. I love seeing heavies come up because pushing a heavy into last is just kind of scary. And I mean, you only have a minute left, so you get heavy to last. It's the last push you do. Maybe you just trail heavy in for post Uber. They pull. That's what I'm assuming they're going to do. I think they're going to see a Roki Gator Uber in, and then you're going to have a follow-up heavy just come on in there and shred once post is in progress. They're going to take an exchange if they can. Maybe send in a sack, try to pop, send in an Uber as this action, and then heavy for post? Or not. I don't know. They seem confused. I don't think they know exactly what they want to do. Maybe I think they're just playing hold second defensively and go for a stalemate. I'm not sure. Rohi coming in. Yeah, it's going to be the Uber in. They got a scout in. They got Gator coming in. There's not too much damage on the sentry gun though. Flame winning the fight here. It's going to be exchange here now. Heavy's coming in through closet. It looks like everyone was a bit too disjointed, but nobody's necessarily dead other than Red Charge. They still have players. They're fighting. Heavy's under bridge. Heavy's in a really scary position. They can't contest point with him there. He's going to go down. Rohi trying to get some point progress, but they weren't able to get on the point. A great try. I think they were a bit too slow to really get that. The point pressure, the time ended up just not working out. If they made that play a little bit sooner, I think that probably would have worked out for them. But it's unfortunate they took as much time as they did. Okay, we'll see what happens here on the next mid. Some damage on mid, not as much as last mid. Not as bombable. Rohi playing pretty far up, he's a bit on his own. There's a trade of soldiers, they're both down to soldier. Now they're down both soldiers on the side of blue. So red team is just, Redux is running in there, not scared of a single bomb. Thinking they can overcome the scouts, and they're really putting a lot of pressure in. Demo's got to back up. Rohi's just running on in there. He can't go in there. There are traps. There's, in fact, quite a few. The bomb in. Trap's gone. Rohi's through. He took a pipe. He's not happy about that. He goes down to a meaty shot. Flame gets out through alley. They're down their Mr. Roaster. And they're going to have to recoup and decide how they want to fight this. They've completely given up lobby. So blue is going to be able to just walk on in. Walk in with their cock out. Maybe a bomb in from elbow here. He spots the trap. Slowly taking space in lobby. Both teams have their full players. Both teams at 100. Making progress in these game states has been really difficult for both teams. Maybe we'll see an eco sack here, or a team pushing in through alley. Oh, geez. Maybe a pause? I assume a pause. But I'll try a retry anyways, just in case it's not a pause. And we're back. Maybe there was a pause, maybe there wasn't. Bit of an exchange. Oh, huge damage. The demo man is down, and that's going to be an Uber popped? No, not Uber popped. But it's going to be a huge pick. for Redux going into this second point here. No Demo Man. No Demo Man is good value. But they don't push in. I think they lost a bit too much in pursuit of the Demo Man, and they decided to... Ooh, ow. Didn't quite catch the entire interaction there, but you think with the Demo Man pick, you maybe Riku and just, you know, send it in two places at once, and the soldiers get overwhelmed. You fight the scouts, but I suppose they didn't want to take an exchange on their second, a bit too risky. Fighting for too little with too much. Looks like they're going to take another play in through alley here. They have alerted the Horde. I think Rohi took a bit too much. If they wanted to send a bomb in through here, they probably shouldn't have had the whole team look at them first. I think walking around and getting some spam there alerted too many people of like, we got to look over here. So when Eco finally jumps in, they're all ready for it. They're ready to shred him down. If the team sort of sits back here and Eco jumps in, then I think a bit more... Yeah, there's the pause. Bit of a scout exchange happening in lobby. Ooh. Another alley play. If Rohi gets some spam off first, then... Yeah, it looks like... So double soldier bomb, but they did not get anything from it. I think Eco bulked on his bomb hearing Flame was in. Great split-second decision there. Flame went in there, tried to get a pick through lobby, through bridge, but wasn't able to get anything. They've got a lower trap here. Got a hider. Eco trying to get something. But yeah, Blue's just perfectly content to take a stalemate at any point in the game that they please. They don't want to put themselves out for a fight they don't think they can win, so they're perfectly happy with playing as defensive as they want. A huge bomb in from Bonesy, and a double bomb in from both the Redux's soldiers. They caused disruption, but they haven't been able to get a kill off of it. So that's going to be 2 soldiers down with 13 seconds on the clock as Blue is pushing into mid here. They might just want to Uber on point to take a stalemate, or if they want to continue the game, just let them cap. Looks like they want to continue the game. They don't really want to take another mid. They're perfectly happy to just continue playing this out, which it makes sense. Mids are kind of a toss-up. Not like they're in a bad spot here. It's just a matter of patience, who can play the most patient. I think with... Oh, there's a bomb in now. On Medic. Medic gets out. Jeff surfs to the side. He's all on his own. They do eliminate the soldiers. This Jeff is very scared. That was just lag. Jeff is going to want to get a pack if he can. Yeah, it's a lot of dead players on blue team. It's both soldiers and a scout down. So yeah, mid is free. It's free as a lemonade stand that you call the police on. Now we walk over here. We're ready for another war of attrition. It's Metalworks. Not as bad as Sultry, but here comes the bomb. This one's looking a lot more promising. They're on the medic. The medic uses. It's a force. Both soldiers are going to go down for the force, but holy shit, is that worth it? All right, now we have a huge Uber disadvantage. Oh, but Phil goes down. There was a bomb on the other side, too. So now that's going to be Uber advantage going to blue team with a full player disadvantage. They do have Gator still alive. We can still get a trap up in place. They're going to be playing this very far back. They likely cannot hold second. I assume they'll hold the space if they can, but yep, they're going to be backing off, holding last. They can take this as a dry fight. I don't hate the idea of taking this as a dry fight because both teams definitely don't have Uber. But I think the call is to just play this defensively. You know, pushing out of this is not exactly the best. You leave yourself very vulnerable for a back cap. So we are going to be watching another last hold, this time by Redux. We're getting pretty close to banny time here again, I'm pretty sure. So here comes the Uber in. Redux doesn't have their Uber ready. They just used this in exchange. Phil popping with 10 HP left. Uber is much better, chasing out Blue. They're all going closet. I suspect there might be a turnaround here. And there is. A lot of damage coming out for Redux. Redux is really unhealthy, but players-wise, it's even. Ubers-wise, it's pretty close to even now, so they have stabilized a lot more than they were before. Some great building seen from Redux, but yeah, blue team, after playing so much defense, they are bloodthirsty, and I suspect they are going to send in like a double sack as soon as they get. I suspect we'll see the scout and the soldier just run on in there, Bonesy and Mung, just right on in. That's my prediction. We'll see if it comes to truth. Yeah, Bonesy walking into closet now, getting some spam onto Flame. Flame not liking that. Bonesy getting some position here to spam the gun. The gun is going to go down. Or, no, not quite. He didn't have enough ammo. Thank goodness. That would have been quite obnoxious. Would have been quite the entry point for him. I maybe move that gun now. But I think Red likes it. Alright, they are a whole lot less aggressive than I anticipated them to be. They're still fine with playing this as an attrition game. Both teams just hunkering down to be as patient as they can be. Gator a little bit far forwards here, kind of scary. The scout goes down though. That's going to be a scout dropping, but it's also going to be a flame dropping. But Rohi gets a sniper pick. He's being bombed. Medic's being bombed by the soldier. Soldier goes down to the sentry gun. Now that's a two-person player advantage. Redux can absolutely push out of this. Rohi comes back up on scout, and they're going to be trying to retake second here. There's a bomb in. Eco on the back line gets dropped, but there's going to be so much damage that they're going to have to back out. We do see the spy come in. I think he's tagged here, so they know he's around. Whoa! What a bomb! He came in there with a fucking vent. He came in there. Oh my god! He just whatever progress Redux was making on second got halted immediately with a bomb, 2 rockets, and a pipe from across bridge. And now we got Spy here. Spy, I think, will make a difference. I don't know how. They're going to be pushing in through Secret here. The gun is getting spammed out. Red charge goes down. The gun goes down. Oh, the gun does not go down. I speaketh too sooneth. The gun goes down now. The Spy gets found. That's good. Okay, we're going to be looking at about an even situation. Actually, down an extra one for blue team. They got a little bit overzealous with the Spy. Didn't coordinate exactly what they wanted to do with him. Can't blame them. You get kind of bored, you whip out the freaky Frenchman, see what you can get, and this time, in this place and in this occasion, you get shit all. So, here we go. Bonesy in. He's taking some damage from Flame. Flame getting some big damage. He better not jump down there. There's 2 soldiers waiting to step on his feet. Alright, we got another push in through Secret. It's going to be an Uber exchange. Gun goes down. Red charge caught out. He's going to die. It's going to be a better Uber for Redux by a long shot. Scout goes down. Eco gets caught up, but almost kills the Scout. They're at the medic now. The soldier's jumping into the point, but Jeff surfs away. Rohi here to fight. He's getting beamed now. Soldier goes down. That's all the players dead. There's overtime. If they go on to second, they can cap. But it looks like they decide they don't want to do that, and they want to take another mid-fight. I feel like banding time is just around the corner. The prospect frightens me. I can't get rid of the... There we go. I've never seen a banding time just go down to, like, next point wins. Alright, well, I guess that's how banding time works. Never seen it to just, like, whoever gets 1 point will win. This has been a very defensive game of Metal. And if it goes to Sunshine, Redux has beaten this team on Sunshine before. An early bomb onto the demo. The demo gets a lot of damage on him, but he's going to get healed up. Blue lost their scout at some point. They've sent a soldier behind. Soldier's dead. That's the flank dead for blue team. Redux is going to cap this. They might want to take second as well. They may not have the players quite yet, but in they go. The medic is tethered on to the soldier. I guess speed isn't quite of the essence. Rohi going in alone. He goes down. He got a bit too excited. He didn't have to jump in that early. And now Flame jumps in. They're kind of feeding. Eco jumps in around on the soldier. He wants to get the soldier, but he's getting chased by the scout. And he's going to go down too. That's like 3 down. Just a little bit too disconnected, a bit too hasty. I think Rowie had to slow things down a bit more. They could have called it. You know, players respawning were going to take a while anyways. They could have just gotten on second, gotten some position. But a little bit too greedy. Now they're back to defense on their own second. Down a soldier, but otherwise looking quite even. I think Rohi's probably gotten really bored at this point, and he just wants to win. And here comes a bomb. Rohi sees it. Rohi kills him. That's going to be a soldier down for them. Some big spam in, but not enough to really threaten Jeff. They're going to be pushing in here. Eco a little bit unhealthy on the bridge. Scout's coming through alley. They're going to get the scout Mung again, I think. Oh, Mung forces Jeff. Ooh. An Uber force. I guess they just take second and they hold? I mean, are they're going to go in? I mean, oh yeah, they got the demo and they got a lot of players down. Eco jumping in. Whoa. Eco living on 1 HP. Rohi living on like 10 or so. They're capping second. They might have lost their medic advantage, but they sure did have their player and space advantage. Now, I'll have to see how they play this last. They might just get pushed onto second. Phil here trying to be safe. Yeah, it looks like they decided, well, they certainly tried. They sent their flanks in for a sack, but they didn't want to take an exchange. Oh, that's so many dead. That's so many dead. Redux can come in here. I don't know how he died. Flame just got eviscerated. It's going to be an even Uber exchange on the bridge. Battle on the bridge. Okay, I don't know. Fuck it. Okay, who's going to win this? It's going to be even players more or less if Redux can get their spawners in, but it's 4-on-4, but the spawners from blue team are coming faster than they get kills, and it's going to be a failed push on to last. Ubers are about even, and we're resetting once again. Mung's probably going to switch back to Scout here. Redux is holding us second here quite defensively, but looks like they're gonna get a bit of position here with Flame and Red. Their flank is holding. Combo's respawning and walking back up now. So yeah, looks like Redux will be holding second. They didn't have to give it up. I think they probably could have lost it if blue team had just like all in. They weren't holding it they're holding it really passively, but you have to identify these things quick. And blue team is playing ever so passive. I don't think they want to take an exchange like that unless they are absolutely required to. And here we are. I think maybe they're getting ready for something here through closet. No, just healing. They got players coming in. They got the gun, but they lost their eco. That's an even soldier exchange too. Flame goes down. All right, no soldiers alive. You can't really hold these doorways now. It's just Gator. They're gonna have to hold back on second. Bonesy walking up. Is he gonna get a bomb here? Ooh, maybe a secret play. Rohi trying to get some spam. Jeff taking a rocket instead. Eco went for a big old bomb, but got a big old dead. Now we got a big old wait for some shit to fucking happen again. Does metal work? Maybe it's broken. Wow. This is culture. Maybe an exchange through bridge here? I don't think they want to take an exchange at all. Red in on the flank. He can't get a whole lot though, since he's but a scout. Overpaid rice farmer, just obliterating anybody who peeks in. Same with the Pizza Hat. They're holding pretty aggressive here, and they have the right to, too. They're getting the damage, they're taking the space. Eco's bombing in. A double soldier bomb in. On the medic, they don't get him. I don't think blue team wants to capitalize on this at all. They're just gonna wait for another stalemate. Ugh! Fuck, dude. Oh, they Ubered in through secret. Too little, too late though. Let's just we'll just watch Rohi and see what happens. What will Roaster do on the mid fight? He sees the soldier. The soldier's pretty weak in elbow. He's fighting the scout. He's a bit far forwards, but you know, his team's pretty close. He take this space. Oh, he's going for an aggressive play, trying to get the medic early. Medic's going through alley. Oh, he's got to back up now, though. I don't think anybody's here with him, but he's going for kills. I take that back. Everyone's here with him. His team followed through. The medic's cut out in alley. If they get the medic here, then that's going to be an oh, they use... Jeff has not used yet. Jeff is somewhere back, safe and sound. Yet to use. Oh, he does not make it out. I don't know. Jeff is still on mid building with red charge building. So that's going to be an uber advantage that they might not get to keep for too long with how forward and aggressive Blue's going to be pushing into this. Like Jeff might want to get the hell out of there. Well, the Uber situation is going to be evening out here very soon. We're at only about 30% ad. Medic is playing all the way back here in Shutter. This was an Uber in to get the medic. If they don't get the medic here, it's going to be a catastrophe. They're at 91. They don't get the medic, they lost a lot of their players. That's about a worst case scenario. At this point, you may as well just like full sack in. Maybe not. Don't listen to me. But that's going to be Uber advantage going to blue team. Full ad. It's they're not pushing. It's like they got mud in their boots. They're just going as slow as they can. We're gonna maybe see an Uber out here, but hopefully not, since we're about to be even again. See coming through alley. Maybe we'll see an exchange here on mid. Yeah. Exchange here on mid. Soldiers both going down. Soldier exchange in the back. Rohi coming to help. It's just the scout and the medic right now. Now there's two scouts. Demo's playing an elbow. He's kind of disjointed. The elbow's catchable, or the Demo's catchable if they knew where he is, but they don't see him. But they take this, they take the space. It's back to like pretty much evens. And they have player ads, so they're going to walk in here. Rohi's already on the point, taking up as much space as he can. They capture second here, it looks like. They drop Eco. Eco gets in there and bombs. That probably got something too, I presume. Flame dies. He almost got the medic, actually. It's a good bomb. Good tray. And now we wait. Frankly, if I'm screaming seagulls right now, sure, a sniper feels nice, but their problem isn't getting a pick. Their problem is pushing in after the pick. And with the sniper, if you get a pick, you have to hit those shots or you've got like nothing. You got pressure, sure, but I personally bring an engineer. Get the leveled gun, and then a big push, you bring the gun out, and then haha, there's now a gun. Will Flame hit the heady? Medic's playing down by the dispenser here, so Flame doesn't have a whole lot to even shoot at. Get some big damage on their soldier. Red drawing eyes to closet. He's getting, like, knowledge. He's peeking out through shutter. But there's not a whole lot happening through shutter. If you could get your sniper in through closet, which, mind you, is very risky. You could, see that soldier there. You see, oh, that's what they're doing, yeah. Oh, don't draw eyes, Rohi. What the fuck are you doing? Back to mid. We're gonna be going into banny time here in a minute. But that doesn't guarantee the game ends. I wanna go home. Well, I am home, but I want this game to be over. Blue's decently unhealthy. Jeff doing a good job keeping his fellers healthy. Got pep in their step and ready to develop strep. Rohi pretty far up. There's a bomb in from Eco and a counter bomb in from Bonesy. Rohi almost goes down but is saved. They drop the medic! Oh my god, they should wait 1 minute for banny time. Jeff is unkillable. So they have no demo, no medic here on their last. They probably ought to just walk right on in there. Yeah, they got a heavy weapons guy, but like... I think they are waiting for banny time before they push in, which I don't think they could actually do. Alright, this is a 75% ad. Looks like they're getting ready to push maybe over bridge or maybe through secret. Yeah, definitely secret. Rohi's in. Taking exchange. There's this pyro there stuffing him. Pyro's dead. The medic's dead. Banny time pops. They got the soldier. They got the heavy. They got the demo. Oh, thank God. They did it just in time for banny time to pop. Ugh. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, because didn't we scrim them on Glowy Wash, Rohi?
Yeah, I don't think it went well for us.
Hello,
No,
Jordan.
Oh, it's the best
didn't they run like a full-time pyro?
No.
I
That was Starman Kick.
was it?
Starman Kick ran full-time pyro. Yeah.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
It was a little slow the last one, but yeah.
Did you like our last push?
Yeah, I can tell you waited for banny time, right?
Yeah.
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 The toxic thing to do would have been to push in immediately and spawn camp.
That would have been so funny.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck.
Oh my god. I got the fabled sub 100 that game.
My stats are hit.
It was
Damn.
super stally.
It was the most stall game of
stally.
Metalworks I've ever seen. It was more stally than the hour-long game you guys played before.
Damn.
Well, like, we need different teams.
Okay.
They would like triple sack, and then we couldn't do anything with like single sacks.
93 damage a minute, 113 damage taken a minute. I wasn't playing the game outside of like very key moments.
I did some questionable stuff. I didn't think well.
Yeah.
I think
Neither demo
too
hit
much-
200.
I drank too much coke.
Okay,
Mhm.
you're right, Rohi. Starring Kick did run full-time pyro. I think we might have played against enemy team or scrimmed against them that week, but
We only scrimmed them twice. It was, I don't remember, like a pregame, and then it was like last week.
Well, GG's.
They didn't start scrimming until product.
Congrats on a week 2.
Thank you. Not week 2, it's round